The theme song plays through the hall, signaling the start of the finals. There's a kind of majesty to the scene. The tension of the crowd peaks as its voltage reaches a climax. Thanks for waiting, everybody. The finals are about to begin. We'll see once and for all who is RaiNet Access Battler's Grand Champion. These two teams are about to clash. First up, the defending champion, our queen, the Mermaid Cat. The thunderous cheering. She smiles brightly and waves to the audience. She really is like a queen. I know she's not wearing the sunglasses I gave her. Blazing across the starry sky, the dark horse, nay dark peacock of a waiting. Very first tournament, despite various troubles, including no show opponents, they made it to the finals. They have a black absolute zero. The viral attackers. Daru taps me on the shoulder. You gotta cheer for FARIS'S hand too. Yeah. Obviously to my anxiety, Daru starts jumping and waving his hands in the air. Cameras flash as everyone tries to get a picture of the cat girl. The speakers carry her cute, cheerful voice to every corner of the hall. Apparently, they gave microphones to both teams so they could talk to the audience. Whoa. The entire hall shakes with the audience roar. FARIS'S popularity is overwhelming. There it is. Yes, FARIS'S, it's me. No. Daru's totally lost it. Only FARIS'S will be alright. Granny kept Pockety in the pocket of her apron, so I'd go to sleep hearing that sound. I think that's why Pockety sound makes me calm. Excuse me. Judging from the enthusiasm, it certainly looks like she'll be fine. Once the cheering dies down, I'll speak to Daru. How come there are two viral attackers but Farrow is all alone? What, you don't even know about that? I'm not familiar with the rules of RaiNet Access Battlers. I had Daru explain them before the final starts, but he only covers the basics. In this tournament, duels take place between two-man teams, but since there's nobody strong enough to be dual partner, she goes alone. Two heads are obviously better than one, but FARIS'S-chan can win despite her handicap. That's why I love her. These vile attackers, what sort of team are they? I don't know all the details, but apparently they're a pretty aggressive team. But other than that, there are a bunch of suspicious rumours about them. They got a lot of followers, you see, and apparently they don't mind using those followers to interfere with their opponents during a duel. About half the teams they face in this championships were no shows. And that's not all. Apparently they even go around beating up Otaku, Akabu, and Chukubo. Long story short, that's why they haven't been disqualified. Because there's no evidence. RaiNetters are mostly kids in Otaku. Just a little intimidation from some guys in black and they clam up with viral attackers. FARIS'S told me that the interference cost her game. But as long as she got the sunglasses and earplugs I gave her, she should be able to win. And if she wins, she might be able to recall the contents of the email she sent. At least that's what she said. I need FARIS'S to win. Mayuri's life depends on it. I'm counting on you, FARIS'S. FARIS'S rises to the stage, heralded by thunderous cheers. And naturally, on the other side is 4C. They face off across the circle mat. How do teams work exactly? You could discuss with your partner what moves to make. It's harder for the opponent to predict what you're going to do. So basically the partner just plays a support role. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Faris-chan can beat the daylights out of these punks in the blink of an eye. Are both teams ready? The referee gathers Faris and the two violers for a coin toss to decide who takes the first turn. And now, for the RaiNet Access Battlers Grand Championship Final. Instantly, silence falls on the assembly hall. Everyone holds their breath in anticipation. Peek at these cards. The cameras are orientated in a way that the audience can't see what cards they have. According to Daru, RaiNet Access Battles is a game of psychological warfare. It's about figuring out where your opponent has placed his cards. Each player starts with 4 link cards and 4 virus cards, for a total of 8 cards to face down on the board. The victory conditions are a little complex, but in short, you win if you take 4 of your opponent's link cards, or if you make your opponents take 4 of your virus cards. The game starts with each player trying to figure out how the other has placed his or her cards. Knowing your opponent's layout lets you shift the game to your advantage. That's why it's important to be careful what moves you make, whether you're attacking or defending. Your duel partner is there to make it harder for your opponent to read your force. I watched a duel between Faris and viral attackers and followed by eyes. Each time a link card or virus card is revealed, waves of excitement ripple through the audience. I was trying to understand just how amazing Faris must have been to become a champion all by herself. The audience is on the edge of their seat. As best as I can tell, it looks like the viral attackers are, true to their name, on the attack. What sort of strategy do Faris use? I guess because she's a slow starter, she spends the first half focusing on reading her opponent's cards. She plays it safe, and instead she waits until the end game for a sudden reversal. That's probably how she'll play it this time too. But contrary to Daru's explanations, Faris charges into enemy territory with a card equipped with a skill called Line Boost. Undaunted, the Violers meet her attack head-on, countering their own Line Boost equipped card. Oddly enough, Faris makes the first move. She waits for the Violers to overextend themselves, then snatches one of their cards using her Line Boost equipped card. Now what's it gonna be? We won't know if the card she took was a link card or a virus card until she opens it. The card Faris had snatched is... What happened? I can't believe it, she took a virus card. She almost never goes on the offense. Maybe the virals are enough to offer a threat to warrant a change of strategy. It's like how he was frightened by the heavy rock wings on the black pedal. Your fear is showing. I've done my research. You never go on the offense. You're the cautious thinking type. I know all about your little mind tricks. You can't fool me. That card you attacked with now is a virus card. No doubt. You think I'll take the bait, don't you? This black nobleman set up a red alarm in your heart, awakening your wild survival instincts, and that's why you suddenly changed your strategy. But it's too late for that now. Such an inelegant trick as that has not a chance to stain our blackness. For we are the vile attackers, the black justice, the usurpers of RaiNet, the rebellions against this fickle sanctuary. He sure can talk, and I still have no idea what he's saying. I hate those guys. Faris was radiant when she greeted the audience, but now her cheer and luster has evaporated in the face of 4C's taunts. But you got to admit, crushing your opponent is an important part of RaiNet. If you shake your opponent up, their reaction might help you figure out their card layout. To tell you the truth, RaiNet is more popular with adults than with kids. Even the anime is like that, it's marketed down towards kids, but the story goes down to a pretty hard route. That and Kurushi-chan's... Okay. Like I care. Only 3 minutes have passed since the start of the match and Faris is already frowning. She's also fidgeting in her seat as if there's something bothering her. A laser! What? Look, near her eyes there's a red dot. It appears in short intervals, so it's difficult to spot, but there's definitely a laser shining in Faris' eyes. Seriously? Daru stares at her with and shakes his head. I can't tell, but if you're right, then someone in the audience is trying to sabotage her. Damn those virus. Why doesn't the referee stop them? There must be time limits so the referee doesn't see. The audience is huge, so it's impossible to tell where the beam is coming from. There could be multiple lasers for all I know. Now I get it. This is why Faris asked me to bring sunglasses before I time leaped. Put on the damn sunglasses, Faris. Alas, my telepathic message doesn't reach her. I clench my teeth and stand up. Hey, what are you doing? I'm going to find whoever's doing this and stop them. But how are you going to find them here in this crowd? I ignore Daru and begin wading through a sea of spectators in search of my target. Meanwhile, the game is still proceeding. Faris takes the card she used for her first attack and instead of sending it to the enemy territory for another attack, pulls it back to fortify defences. The virus respond by unleashing a massive assault on her line. They equip the card with line boost, which allows it to move twice. Move it twice and then unequip it. That's it. Then they equip line boost with another card and move that. Looks like their strategy is to attack in waves. They even seem willing to make sacrifices to a certain extent. And of course, the virus are most likely attacking with a mix of both link cards and virus cards. In order to survive the onslaught, Faris is forced to capture some of their cards in retaliation, but each virus card she's tricked into taking puts her at even more of a disadvantage. Faris looks very unsettled by Forsen's unpleasant smile. The laser attacks must be really getting to her as well, and finally she makes a careless move that truly seems desperate. Disbelief spreads through the hall. Hey, hey, hey. Amateurs. I was too busy searching for viral underlings in the audience to pay attention to the match, but this new turn of events caused me to look up and monitor. Faris has moved one of her pieces to the other side of the board, the entrance to a viral attacker's server. But the virus must have used their virus card checker, because the virus card is faced up, it's a virus card. Every card you send into the enemy server is added to your total. Normally, you try and get link cards through, as this brings you closer to victory. However, you're not required to reveal any cards you successfully send into your enemy server. So although it hurts your point total, you technically could send virus cards into your enemy server. But for some strange reason, Faris is trying to send a revealed virus card into her enemy server. Even if it gets through, she won't be fooling anyone. Moreover, Faris has already taken 3 virus cards. One more and she'll lose. So she can't send that card through even if she wants to. So what exactly was she trying to accomplish? Is she really better distracted by the laser beam? I push my way through to the audience in the direction of the laughter. The rest of the audience starts booing. I guess most RaiNeters really do hate the virus, but Faris herself doesn't respond to 4-season taunts. She just bites her lips and closes her eyes. Come on, just put on the sunglasses. This cute thing's only policy of hers is going to cost her the match, or maybe it's impossible to prevent Faris from losing. Maybe convergence will bring about the same result, just as Mayuri is doomed to die no matter what I change. The audience gasps. The virus have snatched a link card from Faris. Now that we have a total of 2 link cards, I can feel it. Faris is losing. But just then, I caught sight of a few guys dressed in all black. One of them is going to be aiming a pen-shaped object at the stage. It's him. I grab his wrist. What are you? That's as far as you go. I won't let you interfere with Faris' match. Why you? Moving our shoot. I thrust something into his side. It's future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. I remember how this bluff worked with Moriko in a previous worldline, so I brought it just in case. The man freezes. I guess he didn't expect to be held at gunpoint at a children's card game event. Taking advantage of his surprise, I snatched the laser pointer out of his hand, then disappeared back into the crowd. The punk starts shouting, but gives up when he couldn't find me. Good, but takes care of the laser. Now Faris can focus on the game. A scream goes up from the audience. That's the third one. The Virals just need one more to win. We're gonna change history soon enough. Means you're cheated even more. If Faris does have that kind of power, then it's no wonder she's so good at RaiNet. My shinobi imagination starts to run wild. I'll try my best to keep it suppressed. If Faris really can see through lies, then it would explain why she hated laser beam attacks so much. It would also explain why her moves made so little sense this match. Faris. I use change directory. Once per game, it allows you to switch the placement of 2 of your own pieces. Of course, you may also pretend to switch them. Additionally, if either of the 2 guards were exposed by virus checkers, it gets flipped back to face down. I get it. With change directory, she can switch out that virus card she placed near the enemy server. And just as expected, Faris exchanges a virus card with a card that foresees surrounded with this cards. Or maybe she just pretended to. Either way, nobody knows which card is the link card and which is a virus card. Nobody except the virus way. A really interesting ploy, but would it work? See through your tricks. No, that wasn't even a trick. That was a complete blunder, champion. Without a moment's hesitation, 4C captures the piece Faris placed next to his server. That card you're protecting way back in your territory. That's the card you used in the opening, the one you equipped with line boost and you used to attack me. You, as if inviting me to take it. I said it before, there's no way a scaredy cat like you would send a link card out where it could be captured. Crazy cards. I'm not sure on this game as well. You exchange 1 virus and 1 link. So all I've got to do is take both and victory belongs to us black noblemen. Wait, is that right? If the card 4C takes now as a link card, then he wins. But even if it's a virus card, it'll still be match point. If any he'll know which card to take for sure. It's going to end without Faris demonstrating any of her power. Card open. Is it over? but Virus have taken 3 links and 3 virus cards match point before C right. That doesn't even matter. Faris only has 2 cards left, and Force C already knows which is the link card and which is the virus card. Faris' link's card is surrounded by viral cards. There's nowhere to run. Does that mean Faris is going to lose? No way. There's got to be some advice I could give her. I can't think of anything. The end. The world has dyed black. The closing of this RaiNet century. Poses as he with both of his hands stretched wide and his chin cocked up. His attitude disgusts me. I clench my fists. It looks like I've no choice but to time leap again and force Faris to wear those sunglasses. The black renovations has been fulfilled. The champ has fallen from grace to form a champion. We, the viral tankers, now raise the curtains of the highest, grandest new Jenna. What are you talking about, Nya? Faris is back to her usual speech patterns. She's even got a fearless smile on her face. That's not the look of a RaiNetter facing certain defeat. And then Faris pulls something out of her ears. What, earplugs? Those ones I gave her this morning. She wore those earplugs, but not sunglasses. Why, to catch the opponent unprepared? What dreamy nonsense are you spewing? The match is already won. You're just pouring at the ground. Why don't you check the card you just took from Faris, Nya? No way. The card he just took up wasn't a link card. No freaking way of naming all of this elegant and evil. That's impossible. Forsey slowly flips over the card he took from Faris. The entire audience waits for the card to be revealed, and then deployed on a monitor. A virus card. She did it. She really turned defeat into victory. It looks like she knew exactly what was going to happen. She was in control of the battle all along. The audience goes wild. Their cheers shake the hall. 2 times champion as the hall rocks with the jubilation of the crowd. Daru and I clap our hands and share in the excitement of Faris' victory. Good. She is victorious. With the tournament over, I'll wait for Faris outside the hall. I sent Daru home already. I'll have to tell Faris about Mayuri soon, and I don't want him to hear about it. Kyōma! Suddenly Faris runs up to me, paying no heed to the curious stares of the crowd. She's still in her maid clothes, and she's carrying 2 banquets of flowers which she received from her adoring fans. Congratulations on your FARIS'S, fat. Aww. Isn't that just wonderful? Faris jumps at me before I can finish. She jumps into my arms, embracing me, and there's a warm feeling against my cheek. A kiss? Was that a kiss? Thanks for everything, Nya. Faris smiles innocently. It's like her entire body is glowing with pure joy. No, I can't have you thank me like this. I need something from you. What's that? You mean a kiss is enough? So you want to go on a date, Nya? You're so greedy, Nya. But you know, Faris doesn't mind, Nya. Faris puts on an impish smile. I'm glad those earplugs I gave you did the trick. So get off, it's too hot. I'll forcefully pry Faris' body off me. Everyone is staring at us. I'm sorry for doubting you, Nya. It wouldn't be been such a close game if I just believed you to begin with, Nya. Faris bashfully paws at her head. I take the paws off her and leave the scene. We get into the overpass and finally lose sight of all tournament spectators. Faris, now that you listen to what I have to say, right? I brought your sunglasses and earplugs, but I didn't come up with the idea. Right, Nya, then who? You did. Faris looks at me in confusion. To be precise, for you 2 hours from now. The first time, you lost to the viral attacker's underhanded tactics. And then you asked me to use my time machine to stop them. Your time machine? This was a contract, so to speak. You almost remembered that email you sent to the past, even though you should have forgotten. You said that you remembered if you won the RaiNet tournament. What? Well, do you remember? It's very important, so I need you to try. Faris stares into my eyes as if she's looking for something. Then she puts her finger against her lips in thought. Behind you, she smiles. Faris is probably pulling your tail. What? That Faris was depressed she lost to the virus now, so when she heard about the time machine, she wanted to use it. Because if she didn't, she'd be too ashamed to see Papa. I'm sure she just played along with Kyōma, then she said she remembered. That's what I think, Nya. That's probably what Faris would do, Nya. No way. Damn, I was a fool to trust this cat girl. I should have expected this from her and how she normally acts. I breathe a deep sigh and lean over onto the overpass's guardrail. So in the end, all that work was for nothing. I still need to fix that warped timeline, but I don't know how the contents of Faris's email. Faris forgot it ever happened, and it isn't in her send history. What should I do? Kyōma. And suddenly, Faris whispers into my ear. Look into Faris's eyes. What? Just look. Faris's face is right beside mine. Her breath tickles my ear. We're awfully close. Does she plan to kiss me on the lips all this time? But her expression is uncharacteristically serious, so I go up and do as I'm told. I turn to Faris and stare down into her eyes. Faris looks up to me too. If an outsider were to see us, they think we were a couple lost in our own world. This is the closest I've ever been to Faris. I'm captivated by the beauty of her features. Nervous now? Of course not. I'm busy solving Fermat's last theorem in my head. In other words, you're nervous. The truth is, Faris has only one power. Your power, do you mean? It's a secret, but I'll make an exception for Kyōma. Truth is, Faris can read people's minds. I call my power Cheshire Break. What do you think? Awesome, Nya? I'm an exception, but the virals knew about it too, didn't they? I had no idea the cat was out of the bag, Nya. I won't deny the existence of supernatural powers. After all, I have one of my own called Reading Steiner. Ever since I was small, I could tell Papa's business partners were thinking from the looks of their faces, Nya. It's more like intuition or sixth sense, based on eye movements, facial expressions, and gestures. I could tell when someone's lying, Nya. Wait, so you've been using that power at RaiNet tournaments? Of course, Nya. Faris is an entertainer, Nya. It's my style to get into a tight spot on purpose so I can make a huge turnaround. Besides, if I wear sunglasses, I can't read my opponent's thoughts, Nya. Is that why she didn't put them on? It's because of his power that I knew you weren't lying. But you weren't going along with me all along in the beginning, though. You just rubbed my fur in the wrong way, Nya. It feels like she's tricking me again. And I can tell you're not lying now, either. Faris used the email to change the past, Nya. I believe you, Nya. I wish I could remember, but I'm sorry, Nya. I can't remember. I see. We've reached an impasse. I have no choice but to look for some other way. You know who to look upon. I suddenly feel intense stares on us. I realise that we're surrounded by people. Are they jealous Faris fans who think I'm a boyfriend? I shudder at the thought, but I don't think that's the case. Then who are they? Marika's round us. Yo! A man clad in black steps forth. Oh, it's a bald spot guy again. What does he want now? I realised that the men surrounding us are all dressed like 4C, so all of these guys are rival attackers underlings. 4C's gutty wife Teach Shine. I've got a word with you, champion. Garda whispered to me to register an objection. An objection? You dumb. The power to read the minds of your opponents. That's rubbish. I know you were cheating. She wasn't cheating. You're the ones who were cheating. Faris doesn't use underhanded tactics like you guys do. The hell you say? The Black Nobleman swear to the god of the elegant evil realm that I never cheat, but sometimes I do other things. Okay, you corrupt white Siamese cat. I ain't gonna accept that defeat. That last change directory was a fraud. You don't have any proof. Huh, you seem clueless, so I'll tell you, if I say it's black, it's black. That's the truth of RaiNet. These guys came here to make completely false accusations. It doesn't look like they'll tell no for an answer. They've surrounded us, so we can't escape. By the way, your old man's some kind of a big shot in Akihabara, isn't he? I bet he pulled strings so they let you win. That's what all of the hip RaiNetters are saying, you know. You're such a scoundrel. You ain't got a bit of elegant evilty. You ain't even a white Siamese cat. The crowd grows louder. Beyond the wall of vile hitchment, there are some homebound RaiNet spectators watching from a distance. The vials start jeering loudly. Seriously, I thought it was way too... I thought it went too loud, but you're telling me it was rigid. That's how it is, champion. No, champion. On your knees, bow to me. No. And then fortify your throne. Do all that, and I swear to Lucifer to forgive you for your deeds. Just fly from the surrounding virals. None of the onlookers approach. I guess I don't want to get involved. What a farce. How long can we have to listen to this? Let's go, Faris. Yeah. I grab Faris's wrist and force our way through the surrounding virals. As we run from the place, I look back and see. Hold it right there. 4C and his group are chasing after us. All we can do is run. Da, 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 da. I ignore the call and run even faster. Identity of complete isolation. Are they still telling us? Teach, yeah they are. Keep running, just keep running. While I was grasping for oxygen, I pull Faris by the hand and run faster. We zigzag through the streets of Akihabara until we loop back to Upex. Faris's home is right next door. We should have gone there first. My lungs are on fire. My legs are aching. Look. They're still here. Faris tugs at my sleeve, stopping me. I look at where she's pointing at, then I see several unsavory looking young men clad in black leather loafing near the apartment building's entrance. Damn, they got here first. We can't get in like this. Let's get out of here. We try to cut through Yodobashi and head for Shu there, but got caught in rounds. There they are. Damn, how many of them are here? All we can do is turn back. We won't make any progress if we keep running like this. We need to find somewhere we can rest. The lab. We can manage something if we escape there. We need to get there somehow. But there are violets loitering around the lab. There's no way we could get past them. We ended up seeking refuge in the Rayman shop behind the lab. The Rayman shop behind the lab, or another world line. This is May Queen. Nya. where Faris and Mayuri worked as maids. Why are we stopping here? We need to run! Mayuri's second floor now seems to be a storehouse of a RaiNet shop downstairs. Actually, it might be the perfect place to hide. I take Faris' hand and run up the stairs. In the empty room of piles, what seems to be bags of flour. Faris and I hide behind one such pile. I just hope nobody saw us come, and let's wait here until those punks give up. I take out my phone and open the composed mail screen. Help, I sent Daru an SOS. Faris and I are hiding above RaiNet and Shibaru. It's mostly empty. Okay. Nothing that would look useful as a weapon, and nothing big enough to hide behind. The viral attackers are chasing us, and I don't think they can be reasoned with. Normally I'd have no trouble taking them all on, but I can't use my full strength with Faris nearby. Call us a taxi pronto. Phew. It's hot as hell in here. The running has made me thirsty. If this were Mayuri, we'd have air conditioning and I could get something to drink. Yeah. Oh, nothing. I just said the first thing that comes to my mind, but Faris looked at me strangely. How did you know the name of a maid cafe that was supposed to open here, yeah? Oh, I know. We opened up the homepage for a little bit to post maid recruiting information, yeah? Did you see it? No, I didn't see it. It was supposed to open. Faris organized the cafe's plans and passed it through the conference. It was almost a done deal, yeah? But at the last moment, Papa put his paw down and the plan died. Papa's such a blockhead. If he had left the store to me, it would have been the best maid cafe in all Japan. With costumes and maids. It would have even pulled customers to Akihabara from all of the way over in Yuno and Yokobara. It's such a waste, nya. The Akihabara I knew catered to fans of games, anime and mode culture. But current Akihabara is still the electric town of old. This used to be the maid cafe, Mayuri nya. But now it's a RaiNet shop. And if I remember correctly, Faris wasn't this attached to RaiNet's access specialist in the previous worldline. Faris, no. Akihabara Ramiro. You're the Akahu daughter and heir, so you go to the Akihabara City Development conferences too, right? I don't attend. You don't? But didn't you say that? Did you say that before the worldline changed? Papa's the one who goes to the conferences, nya. Why would Faris have to go? Then why did you go to the conferences? Like I said, I don't. That's right, it makes no sense for a high school girl to participate in development conferences, much less be the mastermind behind the modification of Akihabara. Most shops began to spring up around 2002, didn't they? Back then, Faris was still 9 years old. Could this be a clue to the contents of Faris' email? Your dad's into retro PCs, right? Yeah, by the way, we still haven't found an IBM 5100, nya. Has your dad ever sold or anything or given one away? On another worldline, Faris' dad donated the IBM 5100 to Yanabashi Shrine. Or is it Faris who did that? Never, nya. Faris loves all the PCs he's collected, nya. He never get rid of one. But why did he donate the IBM 5100? Do you have any retro PCs? I don't get Papa's hobby at all. Faris likes cosplays and anime and cubies, nya. The reason the most shops disappeared was because Faris didn't participate in the city development conferences. I guess that's what the email was about. Let's say you participate in the city development ever since you were a child. That seems about reasonable. That seems about reasonable, definitely. Just visit Kyōma and you'll see the wonder of Otiko power. I'm sure more people would visit Akiba there. That aside, if you no longer wanted to participate after participating for all that time, how would you stop yourself in the past? Is this some sort of psychological test, Nya? It's just a hypothetical question. Faris ponders this for a while. A dramatic way would be perfect. What? Like you see on TV, Nya? Faris is weak to drama. I probably got that from Papa, Nya. Really? For example, if Faris got kidnapped or... Suddenly Faris feels silent. It's a dark room. I can't read her expression. Kidnapped? Faris? What's wrong? Faris suddenly clutches her head. My head hurts. Hey, Kyōma. Faris has been feeling funny since coming to the storehouse, Nya. Even though I only came here once back when I was a little kitten. It really feels nostalgic. Like I've been here many times. What does this mean? Is she messing with me again? No, this feels too real. Her face lights up. Eventually she grabs my arm. I remember. Remember what? I remember, Nya. Before superb declarations, strive was my response. May Queen Nyanya. Yep. Really, you really remember that? Faris nods. And how Kyōma and Daru talked about the time machine at the store, and how I asked you to return for helping in finding an IBM 5100. And how later I convinced Kyōma and Daru-yan it was weird to compare time to a river. And how I took the blood oath to become a labman. Or maybe she's just reading your mind again. Or maybe this is meant to be on purpose. And the D-mail. Do you remember what you sent? Faris lets out a sigh. Her smile suddenly disappears. Don't tell me that's all she remembers. Or is she tricking me again? I remember, but... You said you have to cancel it, Nya. Yes, I need to undo the changes made to the past by your D-mail. You can't! Faris shakes her head violently and presses her body against mine again. We're alone in this dim storehouse. I can hear... Okay. You can't undo it. Please listen, Faris. Mayuri's life depends on it. Mayuri's. If we don't return the world line to normal, if we don't get the IBM 5100, then Mayuri will die. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. So please, I need to send another D-mail and cancel the one you... The wish Faris made with her D-mail. Faris cuts in as if to silence me. Her eyes are wet, reflecting the dim light. The wish Faris made was to save Papa, who died 10 years ago, Nya. What? I exchanged a past where Papa died for a past where he didn't die. That's consistent with everything, now that I think about it. Faris really has remembered her D-mail. Now that I know the result, all I have to do is send a cancellation D-mail. But it's not so simple. I need to cancel the D-mail that prevented her father's death 10 years ago. Isn't that the same as killing him again? I hear the door open and quickly cover Faris' mouth with my hand. it's too late. They already heard it. I'm glad that sort of divergence catches on forth. We haven't answered any of the Orange Tower communications. All those buttons. It's only driven to the wall. Damn it, is this the end? It's over, we're done for. We race down the stairs at a breakneck pace. Nice feints, Faris. However, you're not getting away. Get them. Rubbish. We were headed for the lab, but got ambushed. You can't escape my totally bad black aura. I shield Faris with my body. 4C cracks his knuckles and smiles. I always fight the system, and once again my elegant, evil story ends in perfect victory. Stop. Don't you lay a finger on me. The only thing I can do is stop flattering is to go into Hōōin Kyōma mode. Always at the front line of a scene stands one man. That one man is a peacock flapping his black wing. What the hell is he doing? Something strikes the top of my head. One of the violers threw a can at me. Yeah, like you guys can talk. Very well, then prepare yourselves. Releasing restriction sheet. Before I can finish, 4C kicks me in the soda pellex. Damn it. This is not good. The coldest ice burns. He starts stomping at me with his booted heels. All I can feel is pain. I abandon all thought and wait for the storm to pass. What's that car? I heard a sound. A car's exhaust. The honking of a horn. A luminous barrels into the alleyway at terrific speed. Everyone screams and scatters to avoid it. The smell of burnt rubber. Tire tracks on the ashwood. Ashwood? The limousine stops right in front of my fallen body. The back door opens. Get inside! Papa! But I can't even stand up. There's no strength in my body left. My vision's blurry too. Slender arms wrap around my body, pulling me towards the car. The soft scene of citrus tickles my nose. Hang in there. I'll let her help me into the limousine. Okay, that's what it is, limousine. Wait, you're not getting away. The door shuts, cutting off his shouting. Good call. The car speeds off like a bullet. There's a softness under my head. We're inside the limousine. My head is resting on FARIS'S lap. Every inch of my body feels like it's on fire. And at the same time, there's a terrible cold in my bones. I can barely hear. My ears are ringing. The urge to vomit has receded, at least. They really messed me up. According to FARIS'S dad, he was racing to UPX to congratulate FARIS when he saw us. A fortunate coincidence indeed. This is also the choice of Steins Gate. I really need to thank you, Okabe-kan. Thank you for protecting my daughter. Protecting? I'm no hero. If I had the strength, I would proceed myself right now before this man. I wasn't able to do anything against those guys. I was pathetic. Absolutely no. You saved my daughter's life. He shakes my hand firmly in gratitude. Oh, Papa, I thought I told you not to push yourself since you've got important work to do. You should listen to me, Nya. FARIS looks happy as she says that. However, I recall what FARIS told me in the raiment shop. The wish FARIS made was to save Papa who died 10 years ago, Nya. If that's true, then to return to the original worldline, I have to erase her father. To kill him, essentially. I always keep my promises to you. I made that decision long ago. Papa, thank you. The limousine soon reaches FARIS'S home. So you were looking for an IBM 5100? That's correct. I heard you're an enthusiastic retro PC collector. Do you know anything about it? I ended up eating dinner at FARIS'S apartment. FARIS'S father was extremely grateful to me and invited me up. I would have been okay with just borrowing a shower, but even prepared a change of clothes for me, and he's even told me I could stay since it's so dangerous to go outside. During the meal, I tried asking about the IBM 5100, ignoring the pain I still feel through my body. It's quite unusual for a man your age to know about the IBM 5100. He smiles when I bring up his hobby of collecting old PCs. I did have one, I gave it away though. You gave it away? Yes, I had a compelling reason. He glanced at his daughter. FARIS keeps eating his meal silently. Did you donate to the Yanabashi shrine? To a shrine? No. No, all the strength drains from my body, while my efforts were nothing. I don't think Hashida-san, who entrusted the IBM 5100 to me, could ever forgive me for what I did. As in Hashida Shusa. FARIS'S dad nods. Shusa Pasonju, whatever that says. My pulse raises instantly upon hearing that name. She did it. She found an IBM 5100. She brought it to Akaba. She completed her mission. Tears well up in my eyes. I bite them back. This is an old story. A story before my company got as big as it is. Romeo was kidnapped. The kidnapper demanded an unthinkable ransom. Maybe I should have mortgaged the company instead. But at the moment, someone appeared like a godsend, offering a large sum of money to buy my own 5100. I sold it, which gave me enough to prepare Renima's ransom. Let's not talk about that, Nya. For some reason, FARIS'S face turned red with embarrassment. If I had to say, her dad seems really happy to tell this story. Not something you expect from a kidnapping story. So who was the buyer? A French businessman. I believe I still have his contact information. Would you like it? I politely declined the offer. There's no way the IBM 5100 will arrive from France in time, and I doubt we could afford to pay for it anyway. Plus, there's a high possibility the buyers related to CERN ought to be around us. I clench my fist and open it again. Why won't you return to me, IBM 5100?